Calgary market is still hot as per the January 2024 with more than 1600 homes getting sold in the month of January, and the inventory problem is still there, which is the latest inventory is only for 1.3 months. The average price is up 10% year on year. This is a large spike that we are seeing. In this video, we are going to talk about Calgary market, and we'll also talk about 2024 predictions. First of all, let's talk about the appreciation that happened year on year. I know you as a home buyer or investors are more focused for the numbers. Like the average price in Calgary is touching close to 600,000 with 572,000 as of now, with a 10% appreciation. I feel that's a huge compared to high interest scenario that we are feeling in Canada overall. If you talk about Ontario itself, we are almost flat on the pricing year on year basis. So the most appreciation that is happening is always in two product type. That's my favorite, which is more affordable. The number one is the townhome with the average price is 426,000 and the appreciation is close to 20%. Yes, someone who have purchased the property for 400,000 last year, it is already 480,000. Just because of the affordability pricing range, a lot of people from Toronto, from Vancouver, they are moving into Calgary and they are hitting this segment predominantly. Now let's talk about apartments which got appreciation close to 19%. Average price is around 300,000. Similarly, if you are looking for detached homes and semi-detached, price have already crossed 700,000. So that's too surprising for me considering the affordability. It's becoming hard day by day. Moving into Calgary with a dream of a detached home, considering the affordability, it have decreased over the years because the average price is more than 700. Even the semi-detached you can see more than 600,000. But if we talk about inventory, the inventory is low year on year basis. I think that's a major worry. Even the Bank of Canada governor said today that interest rate is not the reason for the spike or in the decrease of the prices. It's just because of the supply and demand gap that is pushing the prices. So even this is a clear indication because the inventory is low, our supply and demand gap is there, so prices are pushing up. Even if you see the monthly supply, it have reduced more than 36%. It's like almost 1.3 months of inventory is there and everything will sell out in Calgary. So that was the basic numbers which I was talking about. So overall there are 1650 units sold. Obviously considering harsh weather with the temperature touching -30, number of sales considerably more. So I can see a lot of interest happening in the future. We are predicting the interest rates to come down. So a lot of investors or buyers are entering the Calgary market. Now let's talk about the different property types. Detached first, 734 detached getting sold, which is more 31% year on year, but the prices have appreciated 13% year on year basis. If you talk about semis, obviously semis are less now numbers. 131 semis getting sold in Calgary, prices appreciated 11%. Next is the row, we call them townhomes, and the apartments. It's like 488 apartments getting sold. It's almost half of detached, but the appreciation is 19% and it's 20% even with the townhome itself. So a lot of interest happening in this price range. Now let's talk about a particular region which saw the most growth. Calgary East, more than 25% year on year appreciation. That's amazing. I would say somebody bought a property for 100,000. It's almost 125,000 as of now. Even we have a project in the same location in front of a Costco gas station, which is only 15 minutes of Calgary downtown, the first exit of Stony Trail, and we are already seeing the appreciation of the prices for the people who booked the even pre-construction in this pocket. So second best is your northeast with the more than 17% appreciation. Then we have northwest area where the average price is more than 600,000. So as of now, average prices are in the area of East Calgary, in northeast, south is more than 500,000. And if you talk about west, northwest and north, they are always premier communities. Their prices are more than 600,000 itself. Now, if you're thinking about more affordability in Calgary, so you need to look into the overall Calgary metro areas, which are the smaller towns and cities next to Calgary. So the first one, Adri, lot of our investors and home buyers moved into this community because the pricing is almost 70 to 100,000 cheaper compared to Calgary, and it is just 10 minutes from northeast or northwest and like 30 minutes to Calgary downtown, even 15 minutes to Calgary airport. So if you see the overall pricing is 522, it have seen the appreciation even in this area of 10%. Next you have Cochrane, which is close to Banff mountain area. So here we have appreciation of 10%. The average price is still a 550 mark. Okotokus, which is more of the south side of Calgary, pricing is 589,000. In the metropolitan area, 78% is the chunk occupied by Calgary. Then you have the number of sales happening in Adri. Then we have a Rocky View region. Then we have Chestermere, the smaller community. So this was the overall picture which I'm trying to give you for the month of January. If you're planning to invest or move in, or you have already invested, you can see the appreciation overall. Definitely Calgary is in the limelight as of now, being a third largest city. Every day almost 70 new people moving in, becoming a hub of IT also, apart from oil and gas dependency. We did a video on whether this is the right time for you to move in Calgary. I'll share the link for that also. But as of today, what we are predicting is Calgary is going to remain hot among people because of the affordability compared to Toronto average price of 1.1 million or 1.2 million price of Vancouver. Hope this numbers or data help you in making a right decision, an educated decision for your investment or for your next home in Calgary. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel.